All right, we're going to take a look at some areas of concern for the defensive tackles. First, we'll get some areas that they're doing well after this. But we kind of broke this down, in pad level is a concern. Take us through this and what you see here.
In the middle of the screen, you're going to see Perrion Winfrey, who plays with great energy, and he moves very, very well. But he's also a young guy, and he has a tendency to get his pad level too high. So you're going to see the Eagles during the preseason, Winfrey's second from the top, I believe, second down from the top. He is going to get doubled. He's going to get doubled. No, he's second up from the bottom. He's going to get doubled into the end zone because of his pad level. And sometimes these guys who are one-gap guys, they have a tendency not to be able to get off those doubles and take those double teams on very well. That's something he'll learn and something they're working on hard in practice. But that is an area of concern, is that pad level being too high, especially on those double teams.
Well, the other guy inside as well is Jordan Elliott. So another area of concern, you mentioned it, double teams. That's kind of the staple of what Arthur Smith and his offense wants to do. So let's take a look at some of the double teams here.
So up top here, if you look at the top of the screen, you're going to see it's not played really too bad by Jordan Elliott. He just does not get into that guard hard enough, and he gets that tackle down on the double and moves him just enough. And then the other young guy, Alex, right up top, he takes an outside lead and kind of gets chug blocked by that tackle outside. And just that movement of a yard on Elliott in the double, and that Alex Wright taking a little bit of an outside course, too much of an outside course there, creates a big hole here for ETN during the preseason with the Jaguars. So again, this is not terrible by Elliott. He gets into that guy, he gets moved just enough. And with these backs, it's just enough is enough. So they got to work on making sure they're getting their guy and not losing any ground in those doubles.
The other thing to keep in mind is Cordell Patterson is a big guy. I mean, he runs upright. So another thing that's going to be important is to stay where you're supposed to be. Let's take a look at the next coaching point. They talk about gap integrity. Talk to us what you see here.
So this is actually one of their strengths that can actually hurt them. They run very well. They're very aggressive. They get off the ball. They penetrate. And right here, they're going to get a cutback run from Montgomery from Bears. And what it is, it's a zone to the left. And they penetrate and they get down the line of scrimmage too much. And sometimes it's defensive linemen. You just got to be boring, stay in your gap and let the guys behind you make plays. And right here is just a classic case of over pursuing. Being almost too aggressive and losing your lanes here. So everybody's got a gap and they lose their gap here, and it creates a real big cutback here for Montgomery.